Hi guys, welcome back to another planting video. So today we are going to talk about orchids. I have two orchids to report. Okay, so it is pending. Two orchids, one is variegated and another one is, I don't know its ID, but I will ping here. These orchids I bought end of the last month, so it is still in pending to do. Yeah, so it's a time to report. So while reporting, I'll be going to discuss about my care, how I am caring my orchids and how often I'm fertilizing my orchids, and what are the things you need to take care of. So if you love orchids, please see this video till end, so it will be really helpful for you. Yeah, so welcome back. So this is Tanya. Welcome to Eden Journey. If you're new here, welcome guys. So thank you so much for joining today. So let's get started. Okay, so I hope you can see what I'm going to do here as well. I believe you can able to see my face as well. So yeah, this is one orchid I bought. This is the special one. I put the ID. So a beautiful red maroon color flower. Really obsessed with this flower, really guys. So that's why I bought this. And this is the variegated leaf. You can see the variegated leaf, the beautiful flowers you can see. Okay, so my what I'm going to do here, let's pot one by one. Okay, yeah, so let's pot one by one. For potting, I am going to use this clear pot. I have two clear pot now, and the mixture you can see, I will tell you. So if you want to, first I will try to take, it is in sphagnum moss, so we need to take it out, else you know the root rot will be happening. So I can see two leaves actually browning and it's gone, and some roots are, you can see some roots are rotting. I need to cut those roots, and yeah, after that we need to move here. So this will be going to use for my seedlings or any propagations. I can use this. This is the plastic cup kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, it's a very nice day actually. Very cloudy, windy. Nice. This vibe is very nice guys, so that's why I wore woolen. Yeah, so in Chennai I am wearing woolen. Wow. So slowly we have to take it out, because this sphagnum moss I am going to reuse for this potting itself. So yeah, you need to have patience to take it out, else you may broken the roots. Okay, sorry for the background noise guys. Okay, so many people are afraid of growing orchids, right? Because they are very finicky, they are drama queens. So if you overwater, that is a problem. If you underwater, that is the problem. Leaf itself I like very much guys, really. I don't know, initially when I saw this Phalaenopsis, this is the Phalaenopsis species. So when I initially seen Phalaenopsis, no, I am actually obsessed with the flower, but still I love the thick, the thick sheen kind of leaves. That's, I don't know how to explain that. They are very royal in look. So my advice, buy one plant. Okay, so it cost around 500. So you can see this root system. Okay, so I need to wash this. I do the same thing with this guy. The flowers actually looking very nice, but unfortunately the flowers are gone. Okay, because of the sphagnum moss, no, the water retention is high in this moss. So you have to be very careful if you are growing orchids in moss. But it helps to keep your soil moist. Moist retention is high. Yeah, what I'm saying? Okay, so buy one orchid. Okay, so if you are really wanted to try, buy one orchid, and what you have to do, don't care that much. Okay, you no need to care specially. So whatever you doing for other plants, you can do for this also. So buy one orchid, and you may be getting in the sphagnum moss like this, or any coco coir kind of thing. So remove those things like this, and then potting mix, you can use either cocoa chips alone, or you can use LECA, you can use charcoal, like that. The only thing we can't use, this is an epiphytes plant, so they mostly tend to grow in trees or taking the nutrients from rain kind of thing. So basically we can't plant orchids in the soil. So that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, there is a plant that's called ground orchids, gel orchids also we can able to plant in soil as well. But these things, dendrobiums, cattleyas, they can't, we can't plant in soil. So you need to see that. So we need to understand how we can able to grow this kind of, because the root system, you can see they are very juicy, they are very thick, they are like a sponge kind of thing, so they can't adapt to soil. Yeah, and also main important thing, your potting mix should be airy, and you need to check before watering, and don't water here, watering in the top, right? So we can't do like that. You have to water in the pot alone. You can spray it, but you can't directly pour water here. So that is the thing. So we have this much sphagnum, guys. That's a very good thing, because sphagnum is very costly, So give me some time, I will wash this and come. Okay, so yeah, they are clean now. If you have hydrogen peroxide, you can add 1-2 drops in water, and you can keep them 5 minutes, and then you can, after that you can start potting. So that is also really help. So where we left, yeah, potting mix you can use, or else you can try my potting mix also. So whatever is available to your locations, you can try. You can buy everything in the online market. So in Amazon, in Flipkart, you can find those things. So I'm cutting the rotted flower parts. I'm cutting the rotted stems. Snip. So you can fertilize them every 15 days. That will be really helpful for its growth. And flowering season, you can use flowering fertilizers, and otherwise you can use for growth fertilizer. Because one time if you buy, you can use for 1 year or 2 years. It will be up to you how many orchids you have. Also you can use other NPK, basophil or fertilizer. That is also very good, I think. So one by one we will pot. Okay, and what is the main thing about orchids? They won't reproduce from the root system, or you can't get any new plant from here. They will give a new plant in the flowering stem. So this kind of thing, right? So we have some nodes here. If you see, if you can see 1, 2 like that nodes here. If your plant is matured, once the flowers gone, my advice, don't cut that stem, okay, until it dry completely till the end. Okay, so once Once the flower gone, we just cut little down before the node point, and then wait. Okay, so it may give you a new growth, new plant, or new flower buds. So it's depend on the plant maturity. So recently I bought two orchids. Last my orchid video I shown my collections of orchids, right? So in that you can see there is a flower stem, but those only one flower is lasting, and remaining all gone, and the stem also dried. But in that video also I have shown this plant. This is my first orchid plant. You can see a 1, 2 and 3. Okay, I am just waiting because the stem is also green in color. We don't want to cut it. So once the flowers gone, you can cut a bit below the flower point, and then you have to wait, and you can see some like this nodes. Okay, like this kind of node. So here I am just pinched. Okay, so in that they actually started a new growth. So like that only orchid will give you a plant. So you can see. So what you can see, right? What I am taking here, we have cocoa chips, and I am using that sphagnum, and we have some LECA balls. It's a very airy mix, and in that last video you can see I got some charcoal. I'm gonna use here as well because they love charcoals. The charcoal will help. It's antibiotic repellent. It avoid fungus. If anything is growing, means it's avoid. And you can add some surf. Every week you can spray surf fungicide. That will be really helpful. So this is the potting mix I am going to give for my orchids. Last time I didn't add charcoal, but you can add. Orchid can grow alone in charcoal. Orchid can grow alone in cocoa chips. Orchids can grow alone in sphagnum, in LECA. It's up to you. So you can try alone, but in my condition, in my surrounding, the temperature will be like 28 to 32 degree. In this kind of situation only my surrounding is there. So humidity is there, but temperature is high. So that time they are drying out so quickly. So I need to add some cocoa chips and sphagnum to hold the moisture. Coming to watering, so you can see your orchid roots are in green color. Green color means they have enough water, so you no need to water if your roots are in green color. If the roots are in white, you can see. Okay, so that time you need to water. So I think weekly once is sufficient, but maybe in summertime you need to wait. You need to water them every alternative dates. I think that will be sufficient. Okay, so I'm just okay, that's enough. Yeah, so one potting is done. I hope you like this thing. Look at that, so cute, right? So avoid giving cover pots because they need good airflow. If you give cover pots, they can't able to breathe properly. So the root system need to absorb the air. So else it will die. So you need to cautious on that. Else you can use terracotta pot. That is fine. In terracotta, if you keeping in the plant in the terracotta, they can able to breathe easily. So that's not a problem. So in terracotta also they are selling orchid pots. So they have some wide mouth and some holes in it. So you can use that. I don't have. I am planning to order. If you see my balcony, I have some wooden shelf. So my plan is only to keep orchids there. But now many plants are surrounded. But in future, so I'm collecting orchids, right? So in future I want that wooden shelf needs to be filled with orchids. So one day, definitely, my dream. Yeah, so one is done. Another, in your house you can keep in veranda, or you can hang them. That is very orchid love hanging basket, so you can hang them. They can get some more light, so that will be very good for growing this, no. And coming to flowering, so orchids, I see orchids can flower twice a year. It depends. So if you see my orchid, I bought in February, sorry, no, end of January. Okay, so while they coming with flower buds, so it lasts for 3 to 4 months. That flowers last for 3 to 4 months, and then you can see what's the condition now. Okay, so if your, what is this, patios, or what we will say this, this bud stem or whatever. Okay, if they are giving birth to new babies like this, you need to wait. So it taking 1 year, guys. See, taking 1 year. So I don't know when I'm going to cut that plant. I have 3 plants in that orchid, so I am actually giving them space to establish more, so that I can able to plant it, right. So if the small baby I will cut and I will replant it, I am not sure whether it is going to survive. So till that they are fine, and the stem are very healthy, I can see. If time the stem will start to brown, okay, so that time we can cut and give. You come to know when you can able to cut and plant as a different plant, maybe. Yeah, so that's all for the day, guys. I hope you all enjoy this video. So yeah, I made a mess here completely. I can see I need to I need to clear those things. Now thank you so much for joining today. So we'll see you in next video. Bye bye.